How do you do, everybody? Glad to have you with us. We're into basketball action as the new Trier Trevians take on the Niles West Wolves. Niles West without their superstar. He's been suspended. And there's some talk, talking to the coach before the game here, and some talk that they might not even take him back. A little bit of a discipline problem. Meanwhile, the Trevians working on a 3-game losing streak here, trying to break it tonight. Stolen away by McCrary and James Clark. Clark over here to the near side, going for the three, a bit heavy. McCrary tries to put it back up, got fouled, and goes to the line. So Tim McCrary. First one is no good. Second one is good. The inbound. Over to the far side. And errant pass, stepped out of bounds, though. Sean Stanley with the steal, as it were. Now it's stolen again, this time by McCrary. Trevian's size, big disadvantage for Niles West. And James Clark puts it home. On the near side, up top. Thought to go to the three, over to the side. Again up top. To the near side, back out high. Jack Bain sitting on the bench to start the game. You do the crime, you do the time. Got a technical in the Evanston game, and that's why he's sitting. Shot is good. Sean Stanley dishes it off. Up top, trying to find Clark. Did find him. Reverse layup, no. Put back, McCrary, no. Third time, the charm, and that was Alex Rossi. Put that home. Out ahead. And given to the baseline up top. There's a foul. I'll make it a kick. The inbound up top. Over to the far side. Back out high. Here's a shot. Well short. And lost the handle out of bounds. New Trier basketball. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network here on the Education Channel. Glad to have you with us. James Clark. Clark tries to cross the timeline. Clark puts it up and in. And the Trevian lead up to 5. On the side, back up top. Over here to the near side. Put to the far. The tall trees of the Trevians bothering a little bit. Wolves take a timeout. And the inbound. Near side and up and got it. James Clark. Sky hook. No. Put back. No. Third time. No. And now a foul, and James Clark make it Alex Rossi goes to the line. Alex get the fleeced one. Gets one of the two. On the side. Over to the far side. Underneath, and the deuce. Nice job breaking the full court press the Trevians put on. Sean Stanley gives it to McCrary. Peter Bain. And the corner for the three. No. James Clark. Nope, stepped on the line, out of bounds. Well, Evanston have a little two-game lead now for the conference. Both New Trier and Waukegan have lost two now. If that matters. Over to this side. And a little traveling music, maestro.
Traveling violation. New Trier basketball.
On the side. Cross court. Back to Peter, and Peter got jump ball, they say. Possession retained by New Trier. McCrary and off the fingertips, out of bounds. And from the corner, no. Put back up top. Inside, McCrary. McCrary, yes. First quarter. To the far side. And the foul. Up top. Back to the side. And deflected. Now the foul on McCrary.
Trevian foul on McCrary, his first, team second.
Niles West. And stolen away. James Clark. Clark. A little jumper by Stanley. No. On the near side. And the Wolves going to try a little end-to-end. No. Pull it up top. Stolen. And Clark up ahead. The easy layup by Alex Rossi. And the Trevians starting to spread it out a little bit early on. Over to the far side. Back to the near. And out of bounds.
Back in the game for the Wolves, number 14, R.J. Eli.
Heldring and Peter Bain. Check back in. Peter didn't really check in. He's got to go do it again, the proper way.
Back in the contest with the Trevians, number 33,
Okay.
Peter Bain.
Now we're set. Peter. Into Sean Stanley. Stanley gave it off. Ruski over to the corner. Hildring puts it to the side. Back up top. Hildring for Rossi for the three. No. Alex got his own rebound. Intended for Hildring. Couldn't hold the pass. Spinorama up short. Try again. Bring it back out. And reset over here to the near side, baseline. No, stepped on the line.
Future basketball. Wolves substitution, our 33, Kevin DeLisi.
And Jack Bain will check in for the first time today. Minute 32 left to play. 6-point Trevian lead in the first quarter. Couple of more substitutions.
For the Wolves, number 10, Jerron Watkins.
Now we're set. The inbound. Holding up ahead. Rusky, and he traveled.
Traveling violation.
Little traveling music, maestro. I'm a traveling man, been a lot of places all over the world. Inbound. Now the Wolves in trouble. Over to the far side and out of bounds. New Trier will inbound. No, not quite ready. There, let's try that again. Peter Bain into his brother Jack. Back to Peter. Peter dished it off, up and in by Heldring. Over to the far side, up top. Underneath. On the rotation, and back up top. Going for the three, no. And the Wolves get it back, up top. A little jumper short, but the foul.
Team's third sends RJ Deli to the line.
Gets the first.
Number 4, Jeremy Wynn.
Wynn checks in for the Trevians. Missed the second. Up ahead, up and in. Nice easy layup by Rossi. Make it Sean Stanley. Rossi's not even out there anymore. On the near side. He's taking a rest. And a foul on Hildring. Over to the far side, going for the long one. Nope. And the Trevians lead by 9 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Trivia for today. Who holds the record? Who has scored the most points against Niles West? Who scored the most points against Niles West? And your choices are Rick Hilshire, Andy Fisher, Matt Loddick, or Brett Sordo. We'll have the answer to that trivia question at halftime. Again, who has scored the most points against Niles West? Trevians lead by 9. Wolves over to the far side. Back up top, searching for an opening. Now put back out high. Regroup by the Wolves. On the side, going for the three, no. James Clark off to Peter Bain. And the long three, no. By Jack Bain. In the corner. Off the leg, out of bounds to the Wolves. Up top, Niles West. Little indecision. Inside, stolen away, out ahead. And McCrary puts it home. On this side. Up top. Looking for the setup on the play. Trevians really hot on that ball. And then thrown away. New Trier basketball.
Number 14, R.J. D-Line, back in the game for the Wolves.
Peter Bain inbounds it to Jack. Back to Peter. McCrary. And the deuce. New Trier trying to break a 3-game losing streak, facing Niles West tonight. Up and no on the foul. Trevians lead by 13. Second quarter. Trevians lead by 12.
Number 35, Jamar Forrest, back in the game.
Got the second as well. Trevian lead is at 11. Peter gave it off to Jack. Back to Peter. Over to the far side. Now in for McCurry, and McCurry got bumped for the foul. He inbounded up top. Clark. And from the outside. No. Put back, no. And the Wolves get the rebound. Stolen by Rossi into Clark, and Clark got fouled. Now in for Jack Bain, and he missed everything on that one. Back the other way. Out of bounds. Last touch by New Trier. Sean Stanley comes in, trying to stop some of the frustration that Jack is facing right now. Give him a chance to regroup a little bit. On the near side, there's a little shot good for the deuce. Inbounded. McCrary in for Clark. Clark brought it down and had some trouble with it. And I'm not sure exactly why. Alternate possession. Wolves basketball on perhaps the jump ball. Inside. There's a shot to deuce. Cross, and from the side, nope. Out ahead. Knocked away by McCrary up top. Inside, little deuce from the paint, no. Try again, and got it in. Sean Stanley. Inside for Clark, up and in. That was McCurry with the feed. And a timeout taken. Trevians lead 22-15. As Niles West has made a little bit of a run here in the second quarter. On the near side. Into the paint. Underneath. Reverse layup. Got it. And Sean Stanley. Back to Peter. Over to the side. Alex Rossi. Up top, McCrary. Peter Bain. Underneath, Clark. ran off the leg. Possession retained by the Trevians. In for Clark. Nope, but he got fouled and goes to the line. James gets the first. And Ruski comes into the game, giving Peter a break. And the second one good. Now the inbound. In the corner, having trouble. Timeout taken by Niles West. Inbounded. A little trouble with it. Picked up by the Wolves. Now the Trevians set up in the defense. Underneath. Nope. Back up top. On the side. On the rotation over here to the near side. And the push on Rossi.
No basket. Foul is on Rossi. Trevians his first. Team sixth.
Now inside. Little spinorama. Nope. Brought down by Rossi. Rossi up ahead. Ruski up and in by Sean Stanley. Up top. Back to the corner. And stolen by the Trevians. Inside, McCrary, and the easy layup to finish that off. Of course, the way New Trier's been shooting this year, no layups easy. And a foul. First one's good. Second one's good. Rossi inbound, quickly ahead. Up and no, foul. And Matt Ruski goes to the line for two. Matt gets the first.
Number 33, Kevin Galicia back in the game for the Wolves.
Missed the second, brought down by McCurry, and McCurry gets fouled. Tim gets the first one. Got the second.
Tim McCrary.
On the side, going from the outside, no. Cross to the near side, inside. Loose on the floor. And a foul, and McCrary goes to the line for the one hand. The first is good. Second is good. On the side, up top. Put over to the far side. And a block. Trevians have again put a little distance between themselves and Niles West, picked up by Rossi. Rossi up ahead for Peter Boehm. Peter Boehm inside for Sean Stanley. He missed the shot, but got fouled and goes to the line. Got the first. And Jeremy Wynn comes back into the game.
For the Wolves, number 44, Stefan Kovacevic.
Second one good.
Stanley.
Lost the handle and up and in by James Clark. Try again. Did the same thing, and this time it worked. Wolves, offensive foul on the spinorama. James Clark. Peter Boehm. Underneath, McCrary and the deuce. As the Trevians continue to put a little distance between themselves and the Niles West Wolves. Wolves kind of a recipient of the New Trier regroup a little bit. Up top. From the outside at the buzzer, no. And the Trevians lead by a bunch. Make it 20 even as we go to the second half. We'll be back with more. And the answer to our trivia, who has scored the most points against Niles West? And give you a couple of seconds to think about this. Rick Hilscher and Andy Fisher, Matt Waddick or Brett Sortel. And the answer, B. Andy Fisher. He scored 39 points against Niles West when he played for New Trier West in the late 70s. Join us for more trivia in our next game. And we start the second half of this one. Trevians leading by 20. Inbounded to Clark. Rossi up and in. And the New Trier lead up to 22. Wolves with it. Niles West. On the near side. Back to the corner. Back up top on the rotation. About to take the shot now. The second time, no. Brought down by New Trier. Underneath, reverse layup, no. Back the other way. Inside, tried to take the shot, no. Offensive foul. New Trier, basketball. Inside to Clark, spin, puts it in.
James Clark.
On the side. Up top. Put it back up top. There's second shot, no. He accidentally stepped on the line. Out of bounds. Fred Heldring just into the game. Inside. Fred got the big pause in the way, still got the shot. On the near side, now in for Heldring. Heldring, no. Got his own rebound. No. And taken away by the Wolves. Up top. Skyhook attempt, no. Traveling. And it's New Trier basketball. Trevians have it in the corner. Drive to the lane to Hildring. Hildring up and no. Well, it's the second time Fred's missed. In tight. Up and in. On the side, Peter Bain. And Peter puts it in. Underneath, little deucer. Trevians. Sean Stanley gave it off Peter Bain. Peter Bain to Alex Rossi. Rossi had a little trouble with it and lost the handle. Wolves. Back the other way here. Baseline right. And the deuce. Sean Stanley. Peter Bain. Alex Rossi. In for Clark. Count the basket and the foul, and Fred Hildring goes to the line. 20-point lead. Continues for the Trevs. Has to make it 21. Missed the shot. Niles West with the basketball. Cross up top. Over to the side, back up top. Going for the three. No. And Peter Bain. Peter up and in. On the near side, back over to the far. Wolves set it up. Going for the three. No, wide right. Hildring with the rebound, and Peter Bain lost the handle.
Substitution number 3.
Jack Bain comes into the game for the Trevs. Jimmy Galone also in. Cross court. Little jumper for two, wide. And Hildring. They'll make a Peter Bain with the rebound. Hildring has taken a seat. Galone for the deuce. Niles West out of bounds off Sean Stanley. The fingertips thereof. And Jeremy Wynn will check in. On the side. Up top. Into the paint. Yep. For the deuce. Winding down the third quarter here. Jack. In for Galone, underneath, intended for Peter, and pass didn't quite get there. A little deucer. Jeremy Wynn. Near side, and Rossi for the three. Little deucer, no. And the corner, and no. Peter. Outlets it ahead. Galone, traveling music maestro.
Traveling violation. Wolves basketball.
That's a trivia question unto itself. Who used to say that all the time? traveling music maestro, and away we go. I'm showing my age to remember. Up top, on the near side, into the paint. And Niles West. With the basketball here out of bounds. Answer to that question was Jackie Gleason in his variety show, not the Honeymooners. He had a variety show. And, I wish I could remember who his music, who his band leader was, but he had that. Out ahead. Jack Boehm up top. Over to the side, going for the three. Nope. Nope. Foul on Rusky. Yep, a little traveling. Trevians with the basketball and the big lead. Jack Boehm. Jack tries to drive the lane and he gets fouled. Jack gets the first.
Number 25, Sammy Herman in the game for New Trier.
Missed the second. Out top. Trevians have a bunch of the substitutes in there now. Go on with the deuce. On the near side. Into the paint. Had a little trouble with it. Back up top. On high. Going for the long one. Yes, for the three. Inbounded. Jeremy Wynn. Whoop. And a foul. Inbound, and the Trevians have it. Go on. Inside, Jeremy Wynn. No. And the end of the third quarter of play. Trevians lead by 23. We'll be back with more. And the Wolves have inbounded it. Start the fourth quarter in this one. Trevians leading by a bunch. On the side. Back up top. Into the paint. Back up top. Going for the three. Short. And stolen away. Up and in for the deuce. Howard had it stolen from him. He'll inbound it.
Sammy Herman. Correction. Jamar Forrest.
And Trevians inbound it. On the side. Inside, off the reach. Out of bounds. Jimmy Galone, the intended receiver. Howard. He inbounds it up top to Sugiyama. Up top. And they shot up and in by Jamie Galone.
In the contest with the Trevians, number 1, Tyler Sugiyama.
Up top.
Also the game, number 24, Sam Reynolds.
On the side, in the corner. Howard goes for the block. And Reynolds touched it last, out of bounds to the Trevians. Rather to the Wolves, out of bounds to the Wolves, off the Trevians. Up top, into the paint, and the deuce. Sugiyama. Over to the far side. Ronalds back to Sugiyama. Galone over to the far side. Ronalds put it back up top. Sugiyama. To Ronalds. In for Sammy Herman. And Herman tried to find Galone inside. Stolen away. Into the paint. Alley-oop it. No. Put back. No. And kick back out top. Going for the three. No. And Galone. The Tyler Sugiyama. And a little traveling music plays.
Traveling violation. In Trier substitution, number 30, Fred Eldring. For the Wolves, number 23, Kenny
Eldring comes in.
along with number 10, Gerard Watkins.
The Niles West Wolves inbound it. On the near side. Up top on the rotation. Into the paint. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. Trier with the basketball. Back the other way. Sugiyama. Dished it off inside. Back up top on the rotation. Cross Sugiyama. Give it back to Howard. In for Hildring. Back up top, Sugiyama. Now into Fred. He dished it off and up and in by Howard. Doug Howard puts it home for the Trevians. On the side. Going from the outside for three, yes.
Danny Stajos.
Now in for Hildring from the outside, no. And Trevians take it back. And Galone with the easy layup.
Jimmy Galone.
On the side. Back up top. Near side for another three, yeah.
Kenny Lalonder for three.
Sugiyama to this side. And up and in by Sam Herman.
Sammy Herman.
Over here on the near side, out of bounds.
Ostrowski.
Trevians lead at 22, 3:39 left to play. A little run and gun action. Pass was under lead, taken back by the Wolves. Drive the lane, up, no. Trier with the rebound. Sugiyama. And carried the ball.
Traveling violation. Niles West basketball.
And the Niles West Wolves will inbound. On the rotation to the side. Brought to the near side. And off the fingertips, out of bounds to the Trevians. Up ahead, Hildring. Give it out to Sugiyama. Sam Ronalds. And had it knocked away, but it will stay with the new Trier Trevians on the out of bounds. The inbound. Over to this side. And the inside pass now out of bounds. Trevians basketball. Getting a little rugged out there. Understandably, but a little rugged. Sugiyama. In for Heldring. Heldring, the jump, no, but the foul. And Heldring goes to the line. Nope, missed the first. And the second. He makes, and the Trevians lead by 23. Niles West with the basketball to the side. Inside. Back up top. Brought back out high. The long three, yes. Whoa.
For three.
Sugiyama gave it off. Put to the far side. And Tyler Sugiyama takes the shot. No. And Wolves bring a rack quickly. Going for the long one. No. Heldring with the rebound. Sugiyama. And no. Try again, no. And out of bounds to Niles West. Wolves pick it up. To the corner. Go for the long shot. And well short. Out ahead. And yep. To the easy one by Doug Howard. On the 50-yard bomb. Over here to the near side. Little razzle-dazzle on the dribble. Didn't mean very much. Put back is good. Tyler Sugiyama. Sammy Herman. And he'll just hold the ball a little bit. Up top, Sam Reynolds, and that'll do it. And the Trevians win this one by 20, 68-48. The Trevians' three-game losing streak at an end. And now it's on to more basketball action here on the network. Join us for our next game, and until then, we say as always, so long, everybody.